忍びが始まる。
That's what the Uzumaki Boruto usually says, and coming from a strong bloodline in the Hyuga and Uzumaki clan, whilst having your father as the 7th Hokage comes of course with huge expectations. But so far throughout Boruto series, Boruto has shown to be a prodigy, just like his grandfather Minato, and anything he's trying to attempt he managed to accomplish. Boruto is viewed as an elite genin, well above the rest in this new generation with tuning level prowess, and he has been very impressive in terms of completing missions together with Team 7, including Uchiha Sarada and Mitsuki. He has also been impressive under the Genin exams and the tuning exams, and he has played a crucial part in defeating gods like Momoshiki Otsutsuki and Urashiki Otsutsuki, and also several members from the Kara clan. And what makes Boruto so dangerous is that he has his grandfather Minato's intelligence together with Naruto's unpredictability, and that makes him able to adapt depending on the opponents he's facing. He can also read and anticipate the situation to coming up with a counterattack. And he has also great speed as well, and sometimes he can come behind you unnoticed. In terms of chakra, Boruto has a powerful life force since he has a bloodline from the Hyuga and Uzumaki clan, and by having Hinata Hyuga as his mother, he can therefore somehow even talk to Momoshiki's deceased spirit. And by having your father Naruto, therefore he has strong chakra reserves and able to make shadow clones despite being drained in chakra. And he has even great chakra control since he can learn new ninjutsus pretty quickly. For being a genin at 12, Boruto has already 3 chakra natures in terms of Raiton, which is lightning, Suiton, which is water, and Huton, which is wind release. So that is very impressive, and he has even shown to be able to use 2 chakra natures simultaneously. Beginning with Sasuke, Boruto has even learned to bend his shuriken, and that's very difficult to learn, and that can put an enemy off guard. In terms of Kenjutsu, Boruto could wield half of the Hiramakare when he fought alongside Kagura. When it comes to Taijutsu, Boruto is pretty skilled there as well, and sometimes he's using the technique Hoka Rambo, which is referred to surging fire wild dance, where you're using a barrage of taijutsu attacks. And since Boruto's mother is Hinata Hyuga, she has tried to teach him the Hyuga's Yuken gentle fist, where you're fighting with the palm of your hands to try and disrupt the opponent's chakra flow network. But because Boruto doesn't have the Byakugan, he can't see the opponent's Tenketsu point. Still has shown a little bit skill in gentle fist anyway to be effective when he using that together with Gei Palm Jutsu. Managed to hit a big blow on Shizuma. In the future, when he is able to activate Jogan at will, we're going to see what he can do then. Then maybe gentle fist will be even more effective. When it comes to Boruto's ninjutsus, he can of course make the Kagebushi no Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu, much like his father Naruto could. Now Naruto could make up to thousands of them, and in the beginning Boruto could only make 3 to 4, and now he can make up to 8. But if there's one thing that is for sure, Boruto is so much smarter at this age than Naruto ever was. I mean, the comparison how Boruto using his Shadow Clone strategically compared to Naruto is a huge difference, and this is so exciting to see. I mean, Boruto can use those Shadow Clones on a Chunin, if not on a Jonin level, in terms of maneuvers, drawing attention, how they assisting him in different ninjutsus. He can use them strategically to get the upper hand. Of course, Boruto can also make sexy technique jutsu like his father Naruto could. This is some bad genes that has been inherited. I mean, when Naruto used it back in the days, he even took out the third Hokage and even Kaguya, so it is effective in battles at least. Then the iconic jutsu that was created by the Yondaime 4th Hokage Minato and later learned by Jiraiya, Naruto and Konohamaru is of course the Rasengan, and Boruto has managed to learn it as well and even faster than they ever managed to learn it. It's just so impressive and really show Boruto is a prodigy. And then later he managed to create a jutsu by himself where he accidentally added a lightning nature to the Rasengan. So now it's called Banishing Rasengan, and he can literally throw it as a projectile towards the opponent, and when it is thrown it suddenly vanishes and then hitting the target in a surprise attack. It even put Momoshiki Otsutsuki off guard. Compressed Rasengan is another variation that Boruto has created in purpose to break through tough defenses. So when Team 7 were gonna go out on mission and get revenge on the Kara member Deepa, that was really dangerous. He created this jutsu to break through his tough defense, but it wasn't enough, so therefore he needed to use the super high compressed Rasengan where Mitsuki added his senjutsu into it, and Sarada used her chakra in addition to increase the super high compressed Rasengan's powers. And they managed to actually defeat Deepa's carbon armor, but this jutsu worked as a double-edged sword where the user's taking the hit as well. And therefore Boruto is now forbidden to use this for his own safety. His arm got pretty injured. He was lucky it didn't get blown off like Mitsuki's arm did. Now, they maybe have to use this in absolute worst case scenario where they don't have any option. Buton Rasengan, which is referred to wind style Rasengan. Now, this jutsu is still incomplete, but with training with Kakashi, he got really impressed here how Boruto managed to create this one. Now, it still doesn't have the full power effect as I expect it will have in the future with more training. But here you're adding wind nature to it and the destructor capabilities becomes even more powerful. Buton Repesho Wind Gale Palm technique is another wind release technique where the user can increase their velocity, or by clasping their hands together the wind becomes more compressed and more powerful. A gale that can even knock out enemies, and in conjunction with tools such as shuriken or kunais, they become more lethal as their speed increases. And Boruto has also used the Gale Palm technique in combination with his shadow clones. Another eye-catching jutsu that Boruto has created is his lethal Boruto stream. And now this jutsu can be created in different ways. The first one is where he gets help from teammates or his shadow clones, where they creating wind release chakra, wind Gale Palm jutsu to then propel Boruto away with great speed like a stream towards the opponent whilst wielding an electric charge kunai. This jutsu can also be used on allies to increase their speed as well. And the second way was when he was running and then he was infusing both wind release and lightning into his body, and therefore he increased his movement massively. This was shown versus Shizuma. Now the only downside with this jutsu is it creates a similar tunnel vision like the Shidori. So for me this jutsu is still incomplete. When it comes to lightning ninjutsus, Boruto can make Raiton Jin Reisen, which is referred to lightning thunderclap arrow, and by using this lightning nature chakra he can create a arrow or spear like form, and he can also combine it with water release techniques to electrocute anyone. Uchiha style shuriken jutsu, lightning triple, and here Boruto is infusing a lightning nature chakra to free shuriken and throwing it at his opponent. And why he does this is to increase the cutting power of the shuriken, and their speed while throwing it enhances. Haito, which is referred to water release Sergeant C. Now here is netting chakra in his stomach, converting it, and then releases a large surge of water from his mouth. Next water ninjutsu that Boruto can make is though only shown in the novel, and it's called Sujin Heki water formation wall. And here Boruto spits out a stream of water from his mouth on to the ground that then rises up and becoming a wall. And you can use this for defensive purposes if you need to defend yourself, others, or structures. And the strength of the wall is determined how much chakra you put in to it. Boruto can summon the snake Garga and use him for offensive and defensive purposes in battles, and this was shown in the anime in the Mitsuki disappearance arc. Also made cooperation ninjutsus and Child Rasengan together with his father, where they created Odama Rasengan versus Momoshiki Otsutsuki. And then he could also in an attack combined with Konohamaru use the Rasengan to strike the opponent and make the double damage. Boruto has the Kama Seal, which is an Otsutsuki backup file for their consciousness, so they are able to be reborn. But when he activates the Kama Seal, he has adapted to it pretty quickly. His strength, speed, reactions, powers in jutsus enhances. Also allows Boruto to both absorb ninjutsus and chakra, and that can be very useful if you need to defend yourself or someone else. And this was shown versus Ao, where he absorbed the fire chakra that was on Konohamaru. And he synchronized his Kama Seal together with Kawaki. They were able to open a dark portal, a rift, which is a Otsutsuki space-time ninjutsu. So has a Kekkei Kaido jutsu, which is called the jogan and means the pure eye, and I absolutely love to see it. It's so clean. And he activated for the first time under the academy at some point, and he can't activate it on command, but he will probably be able to do that later in the time skip. And it seems to only activate on instinct when he's under threat, or when he's detecting some weird chakra that he senses that the normal eye can't see. He can also see visible changes in someone's chakra. He can also detect the chakra pathway systems and determine its most weakest point. This was shown versus when he fought New. He can also see barriers that connect dimensions and so on that the normal eye can't see. Now if he can open a portal by himself, I'm not really sure. So if you know anything about that, let me know in the comments down below. And when he fought Urashiki, he was able to predict his next moves and where he would appear through his space-time ninjutsu, and that's why him and Shinken managed to save themselves. Time skip comes is going to reveal more of its power, so I'm really looking forward to that. This is going to be it for the video. If there's something I missed, let me know that in the comments down below, and I gladly read that. And what is your Boruto's favorite ninjutsus, and do you think his potential is insane that he will go past Sasuke and Naruto's peak? Let me know that as well. And if you're brand new here, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to my page if you are new here, and Tompa Sensei is out.